Hello world! Welcome to the third video in my Halloween AI playlist where I'm building an AI powered Halloween decoration. Today we'll be connecting an LED strip to an Arduino, hooking the Arduino to the Raspberry Pi, and then remotely accessing the Pi with my laptop. So let's check it out. But first, welcome to the 152nd video on my channel where I'm building my own digital assistant named Shane, like Jarvis from the Iron Man movies and comics. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you're interested in watching me build this AI-powered Halloween decoration or my own digital assistant. Alright, so this video will be very similar to my voice-activated LED strip video, which you can watch by clicking here. So we won't go over the hookup, how I hook this up in this video, but you can watch that in that voice-activated LED strip. But basically, it's the positive and negative of the LED strip to the positive and negative on the breadboard that hooks up to your Arduino board. And then on pin 6, we have the data line, which is this white line, resistor, and that's connected to pin 6 on the digital PWM side. Alright, and so please watch the video, my voice activated LED strip, to see more of a close-up of this hooked up. So, and then by USB we have this connected to my laptop. So this is the NeoPixel strip test program. I go into how to import that library in the previous video, but basically you can go to, hold on, you can go to sketches, include library, manage libraries, and then you could find the NeoPixel library here and install it. So then we're going to include the Adafruit NeoPixel header. This is all the stock code right here. As we mentioned, this is the LED pin number 6. There are 60 in each NeoPixel. That's the brand name of it. And then this is all the stock code into right here. So declare our strip. So the LED count is 60, the pin is 6, and then this is stock code from the library. And you can read that more here. Then we use this incoming byte, which we'll use down here. So we initialize that. And then we're at the setup, right? So the setup for Arduino is where you put all of your setting up code, your initialization code. So here is some timing code from the NeoPixel. So serial, we're going to use the 9600 baud rate, strip.begin, strip.show, and then set brightness. You could do a max of 255. That's pretty bright. So we're just going to use it in my house, so I have it to set to 50. And then we have this loop function. This is where you put the actual code. Now I go into how to delete all the stock code in the video I mentioned earlier, but this is our loop, right? So assuming that the serial is available, which means it's hooked up, we're going to read the incoming byte from our serial monitor, and I'll show you that. If it's H, we're going to do this color wipe strip.color. Then we're going to turn it on, and you're going to see this green color, right? Then we're going to clear it. So what you do is you load the color that you want. Then you clear the strip to make sure there's nothing else on. And then you're going to show it. If we pass an L, right? So this is a capital L. We're going to get blue. If the incoming byte is T, then we're going to do this color blink, right? So the wipe is this one at a time. The blink is, and I'll show you what it looks like, but it just blinks every second. So the color wipe and the color blink, those are both predefined methods of the what's it called library. So we're going to upload it. It's already uploaded, but if you don't know, you can verify your code, then you upload it, right? So let's do that now. Upload. All right. So now we're going to open up this serial monitor. All right, so let's test this out. So first we're going to pass a capital H. All right, that's the green. Then we're going to pass a capital L. That's the blue. That's the color wipe. Now we're going to pass a T. There we go. Now we are blinking red. All right, so that is the Arduino part of it. So this is the code that you're going to have to upload into Arduino. All right, so now we have this Raspberry Pi connected to the USB. You can't see it, but here is the Raspberry Pi, and it is connected via the USB. All right, so I have this Word document, so you can't see my desktop. Just a bunch of ridiculous stuff on there. So now we're going to do a remote desktop connection to our Pi. You can watch my previous video on how to set this whole thing up by clicking here. But you just access the remote desktop connection. I already have the IP address already in there, and in the previous video I just mentioned, I talked to how you can get that. So we're going to connect to it. The default username is Pi. I believe the default password, and I talked about it in my previous video, but it's been a while, is 1234. Don't quote me on that though. But I installed my own password. All right. So now we're going to go to programming, go to the Python IDE. All right. So what we're going to use is a default library, so you don't have to pip install it, but it's called PySerial. So let's say you go to copy my code that I'm going to say here, and it doesn't work. You will have to go to the command prompt here and install it yourself. So if you try to do that, it will okay, and so you just type in Python 3, no space, -m pip install PySerial. Okay, if I press enter, it would just say requirements already met, but you shouldn't have to do this because it's part of the standard library. So the first thing you're going to do is import serial. Don't import PySerial, just serial. And then what I recommend is putting it in a try and an except. So catch the error. So serial, so SER equals serial.capital serial. And then you're going to pass it this string where it's /dev/tty capital ACM, and this is a 0. All right, and this is a string. Now in the previous video, you saw COM3, and that is the COM port of a computer. We're not using the COM port of a computer. This is how the Raspberry Pi reads your USB drive. Now we're going to match this baud rate that you saw in the Arduino sketch. So that's 9600. So if we do have this, right, if this works, right, the code's going to go in order, then we're going to say LED equals true. If not, except serial.capital serial capital exception, we're going to print LEDs are not connected. There will be no lighting support. and then we're going to set the LED to false. Alright, and then we're going to say byte equals double quotes. So we're just basically matching the sketch that we did in Arduino, just written in Python. So while the LED equals true, right? So while we have an LED strip connected, the test input, right? So we're going to get the input from me since we don't have a serial monitor. One thing to note is make sure you have closed your Arduino sketch. You can't have an external program connected to your Arduino sketch while it's open, right? So just close the Arduino sketch and the serial monitor. Then we're going to say, what would you like to send to the LED strip? And then, like you just saw, H, L, or T. So if this test input, right, equals H, capital H, then the byte is going to equal H. If it's L, then the byte is going to equal L. If it's T, then the byte is equal to T. And then anything else, the byte is empty. And then it's going to say, please select one of the three selections. And it's just going to keep this loop going. Then we're going to do a serial ser.write. We're going to pass it the byte, right? So whatever this byte is here, H, L, T, or empty, dot encode. And then we have to transfer an ASCII, right? So just type in ASCII. And why that is because it you're going to have to encode it because this is UTF-8, I believe, and we need it to read ASCII. And then that's it. So we're going to run. And let's pass it like we did before. So first H, okay, L, and T. And what if we pass F? Please select one of the three selections, and we can keep going. So there we go. So if you've been keeping up with the code, the first thing we did was we what's it called? We used an M5 stack AI powered camera to detect faces, right? So we made a Python program to do that on our laptop. In the second video, we hooked up a speaker to this Raspberry Pi, which allowed us to use Python text-to-speech. So this thing can talk. So make sure you watch that video. That's the second video in this playlist. And now we've hooked up an Arduino board with an LED strip to this Raspberry Pi. So in the next video, we're going to keep expanding on this until I can show you what the final Halloween decoration looks like and what the capabilities are going to be are. But so far you have a face detection method. You have a speech to text method, or I'm sorry, a text to speech method. And now you have a blinking LED strip. So we're getting close to showing you what it is. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please consider subscribing so you can watch what the final product looks like. Or subscribe to my channel so you can see what me build my own digital assistants. Please like this video. Please comment on the video if you know what this is going to be or if you have an idea. And I'll highlight you on the final video on where I show it what it finally is. Thanks for watching, and goodbye, world.